Have I ever had a fight with you in the last 10 years?
No.
Mikey, have I had a fight with you in the last 10 years?
No.
How can you guys then fight with each other? What is that about?
Mikey is an entitled person who feels he can just waltz in here whenever he wants to.
He's invited.
He wanted to just come into my home 10 years ago when I didn't want him there.
Why can't you drop that? Lene was still in diapers when this fight started. That's how crazy you are.
I have no problem with Lene. That's why I complimented her nose.
All right, but
and I think she should call this new guy in her mom's life dad so she can get into show business.
But here's the thing, Fez. You love your dad, right?
Yes.
Could you imagine if somebody was mean to your dad, how you would feel about him?
Yeah, well, then...
Could you be friends with somebody who was always fighting with your dad?
No.
Well, then what do you expect? How do you expect Lene to feel?
Then nobody has to show up here.
All right, so now you're mad at Lene.
No, if Lene has a problem, I can understand if she wouldn't want to come around.
That isn't building a bridge.
I don't want to build a bridge. If there's even any pieces of wood that are left of that bridge, I'd like to turn those into cinders.
Jeez. I would love to find a way around this. Would you be willing to bury this thing with Fez?
Sure.
Okay, I'm halfway there.
See, and he does that so that I look like the asshole on the air.
But
he just tries to get people against me.
Hold on. Look what Christy Forbes is eating. Nice sushi. It looks like cafeteria sushi she sent to us. Let's go over here to Gus. Gus, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, Fez, Ron wouldn't have to have the people that you hate in this fucking show every day if you just fucking say something to him for about an hour a day.
Fuck you, Gus, because guess what? He's not here. He's not here hosting. He's here because he brought in DVDs. He's here because he wants to see a free fucking Dan Aykroyd show.
But he is going to be co-hosting today, Fez.
Fuck you, Gus.
Fuck you,
Why don't you name yourself after something other than a fat Cinderella mouse?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Was that
fucking asshole?
What happened there, Fez? You almost left?
No, nothing happened.
Okay. Just so mad at the fat Cinderella mouse?
Fucking asshole. And see, this is what Mikey does. This is what the calls that he wants. Oh, I'd love to bury this. Fuck you. I don't want to bury it. So why don't you quit bringing it up? If you respect me so much, why don't you fucking stay away and fucking bring it up that this is my fault and you want to bury the hatchet. I don't want to, but you can't fucking respect that, can you?
Fez, can I say something now? Best line that you had in a long time was saying that guy looks like the fat Cinderella man.
Oh, you know he does. He's running around in a shirt and no pants and a stupid felt hat.
I don't even know this thing, but I think the reference is amazing. It's just
I couldn't think of another Gus except the jackass who kicks field goals in another Disney movie.
Boy, you're going to do a lot of like Disney references. All right, that looks like Tracy Morgan and not Gus at all.
That is Tracy Morgan.
All right, so that's Gus.
That's Gus.
So
that's Gus the caller.
That's a weird fucking put down line. That's a strange put down line. Look who it is, our old buddy G-Vac. Hey, G-Vac.
There he is.
Oh my God!
Christ.
We haven't heard from this guy in forever. I don't even think it's the same guy. I don't think that's the same guy.
Doesn't sound like him.
Chris, why do you get involved with me? Is that the same guy or not?
Doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound. He would be talking if it was the same guy.
No, it's not about talking. About the harmonic itself sounds different.
It's like a different key.
Yes, thank you. It's a different key of life. I think I knocked the phone apart during the Cinderella mouse, which was just an amazing line to me. Hey, Scott in Illinois.
Yeah, Fez, you got some balls, man, talking to a guy like that in front of his kids. If that was me, you would have had a bloody lip a long time ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Real tough now, aren't you?
So are you, calling from Illinois.
His name is Scott. I mean, what is he married? Named after paper? I mean, come on.
Toilet paper.
Whoa, whoa. Everything's going crazy in this place today.
It's crazy energy, man.
Here's Bo. Bo, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Fezzy, man, you are so amped up, brother. You all right?
No, my heart's pounding a mile a minute.
Here's Chuck. Chuck, go ahead, buddy.
Hiya, Fezzy.
Oh, fuck you, Chuck Wagon.
Why are you so serious?
Is that the real Chuck Wagon?
Yeah.
Fezzy.
Fuck you.
Chuck,
Why don't you do more racist shit online so you can embarrass Top Chef or whatever fucking piece of shit show you were on?
Fezzy, hug Mikey. Hug Mikey D.
Hug a grenade.
here's Les in Salt. That's good. Les in Salt Lake.
Hey, I want to ask Fez a question.
Hey,
I'm right here, Les.
why are you mad?
Because
You
I
haven't
want to
heard
ask Fez a
anything.
question. I'm here. Just ask the damn question. Why the
Why
big
are you
setup?
angry?
Because Mikey D's here, and I do not like him.
Who do you like?
I like you.
That's it?
You're the only friend in my life, and it's all I need.
That's odd.
Come on.
How about Chris?
Been here a long time.
How about Earl?
If Chris had gotten
Chris
the
and
DVDs
Earl.
like he said, then Mikey wouldn't be sitting
My
here.
computer broke. I couldn't predict that.
So what is it, Les?
Guys, calm down. You're going to like me.
What do you want?
Do you think it's healthy to be so angry at so many people?
No, and I wasn't angry before. Ron talked about how I was being nice. Then this bullshit starts of, I'll bury the hatchet. Just to get calls like this coming in.
But we should bury the hatchet.
No, I
Like
don't
that
want to.
boyhood
If
at
someone
Birdman-
really respected me and cared about how I felt like he claims he does, he wouldn't show up here and he wouldn't start that shit.
Life is short, buddy, and we should all try to, make our amends whenever we can.
I'm fine with it.
I don't want to turn into Larry King here, but what happened? Bo. Oh, no, we already talked to him. Jay in FLA.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I really love Angry Fez. Angry Fez is probably my favorite Fez because either there's Sad Fez where he sits and cries.
Well, he attacked one guy on his name, Gus, and the next guy for calling from Illinois, as if that's something to be embarrassed of. So, I mean, you got the thing down that you're going to be a roast master, I guess, but the things that you attack on are odd. If you do go to Stony Brook, are you going to move there, or?
Oh yeah, I would dorm there.
Oh, she's out.
That'll be it for you, Mikey.
That's it.
Your job is over. The only one left in your life then is Fez.
That's it.
And you're completely alone.
When I say, hey, Mikey, why are you named after a guy in a cereal commercial? I mean, what the fuck? Let's go over here to Isaiah. You're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you're right, Fez. Fuck Mikey D, dude. Like, no one can tell you, oh, you have to bury the hatchet, you have to drop it. It's your life. You can choose whoever the fuck you want to like and who you don't want to like. He's an asshole to you, and like you said, if he respected you, you wouldn't be fucking showing up and jumping in everyone's business all the fucking time.
Absolutely. Hold on, you're going to the big ass prize closet. We'll get you a copy of Pendulette's book, Every Day is an Atheist Holiday. Thank you for calling. So make sure you get his information. He's absolutely right. It's exactly what I said.
What was his name?
It was
Isaiah.
Isaiah in Utah.
He's not up there.
Good work in the booth.
He'll call back.
Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, I just want to call in and say, Fezzy sounds awesome. That hug a grenade line had me cracking up like crazy. So rock on, Fez. Keep it up.
You're winning them, Fez. You're winning the hearts and minds.
It's not hard. I'm up against Mikey D.
No, that was stuff
Good one,
against
buddy.
callers. Mikey brings out the snake.
I don't appreciate him doing it.
Why? You're more involved in today's show than you were before he got here.
Because he'll take credit for that and try to turn the audience on me.
Yes, that's what I'll do.
What are they normally with you?
Diabolical.
Even more so than they usually are.
Beth, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Fezzy, I think you should be mad at Ronnie because he's the one who said that you should bury the hatchet with Mikey D.
What?
He's not giving Mikey D the answers to say.
But I still think they should bury the hatchet. I think it's a good
that
idea.
might be true, but you are a shit stirrer, mister, and you know it.
Wait a minute, what am I?
A little shit stirrer.
But I think that everybody should be friends. Why is that stirring shit?
I listen all the time, Ron, and you're really good at kind of getting things going.
Wait, how would I be getting things going by saying everybody should be friends? Is that an awful thing? Because you know what reminds me of another awful person? Jesus. I guess he was a shit stir.
Oh, that's a good point.
And that reminds me of another shit stir, Gandhi. And then finally another shit stir, Martin Luther King Jr., not the first guy.
Well, you got me there,
But seriously, don't you think everybody should be friends?
I do, but I think you knew it would get Fezzy going, so you thought you'd just start that up a little bit.
No, honestly, I got a call from Mikey that, he wanted us to see Linnea's nose. I said, bring me in some movies. Fez was going okay. And I said, we should all be friends. I guess I'm sorry if I think everybody should be friends.
Well,
I just thought of
I
it
guess
as the
maybe I'm
Christian
wrong
thing to
then,
do.
you think? Maybe, can we be friends, Ron?
I'll be friends with you, Beth.
All right.
Yeah.
Fezzy,
Even though
can we
you
be
seem to be
friends?
named after a Kiss song, girl. You know?
Beth, I hear you calling.
It's my favorite song, too.
Just relax, dude. How about that? We'll be right back. Fez, do you think you could ever do
The Advice Show
for other people, not just for you? Do you think you could give advice? Jenny Het does it.
Sure.
Jimmy does it. Why not you?
I would say yes, because all I would have to do is pass along all the advice people have given me.
Advice show with Fez Watley.
The Advice Show.
Serious advice, Fez. Here's Ben in Illinois.
Yeah, I had a question for Fez. This gay guy keeps hitting on me. And I mean, he's really nice. I don't want to be a jerk to him or anything, but, I've kind of alluded to the fact that I have a girlfriend, but he keeps doing it. How can I let him down easy, Fez?
Well, that's an easy one, right? You just gay bash?
No, you don't hit anyone.
Wait, hold
no.
on. All right, I'm learning
Not with a
something.
weapon or your fist.
The Advice Show.
But it's wrong to keep hitting on someone when they tell you they're straight, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, unless there's somewhere deep and down you want to go with it.
Deep and down?
Deep inside and down inside of you. That you want to.
Deep inside of you.
Oh, I'm a
down-
nut.
No, you're not. You're doing great. You're giving out the advice show. So push then. If you don't hit, do you physically shove the person or do you threaten them?
No, what would actually get this guy off of your back from hitting on you is you've talked to him, obviously. Have your girlfriend stop by and have her say something to him. He will take off.
Seriously, this can't be the bad advice show.
This is a work
He wanted advice. He's got the best.
But your advice should just be let him blow you. Because really, that would be less emasculating than having your girlfriend come and stick up for you.
Honey, can you tell the gays to stop harassing me?
He needs to see you in your natural hetero environment.
Oh, jeez. I would gay bash first before I did that. Would you like to get advice from Fez? He's willing to give it out now. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. He is the world's answer to Jenny Hutt. It's the advice show. It's the advice show.
The Advice Show.
Or almost the reverse advice show where Fez Watley will be giving you just rubbing sweat out of your head there, Fez. You're nervous about the advice show?
Yeah.
But you're
perspiring in the middle of 15-degree weather.
You're involved in the show. You're giving out advice. You came up with that great advice. If someone bothers you, get your girlfriend to stick up for you. John in South Carolina. You're on.
The Advice Show.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah.
My question is for Fez. What do you do
And how do you handle a situation like when a host walks into a studio room that doesn't work? Who's supposed to check that out before he has to sit there and improv for the whole 3 hours? Okay, thanks, guys.
Shelby's supposed to check out the studio room.
The Advice Show. The advice on how to throw people into the bus. The Advice Show. Jaron in Utah. You're on the Ron and Fez show. Is it Jaron?
Good. This is he.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a name.
Oh, it's a name.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm in Utah, and
Sweet.
Feminism is pretty large right now with the LDS Church and everything, and also gay issues. And I used to think, like, what are women doing for me? Like, I have no interest in them and their, what their missions were. But just if you meet one person who may also be gay and feminist, I mean, it can just turn you around like overnight. And I think Fez, in another life, he may also meet like someone who may be pro-women. And I bet he could come in like the next day into the studio and his views could be totally turned around. So I wouldn't say all
you gotta do is roll a ball in front of him and everything changes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like all gay men are anti-women.
No, but they lead the charge. I certainly wouldn't say all gay men are. But those fashion people who make women feel bad about themselves, whether they make fashion or they write about fashion, they're the ones, that people go to the Oscars and we're supposed to hear like, oh, Halle Berry looked like a... You're like, what are you talking about, dude? Most of us have never even met anyone as attractive as Halle Berry in our life. And you're going to make fun of her for something that she wore? That's fucking crazy talk.
Why she look like a pig?
Yeah.
That's definitely a dude you never want to hang out with.
What's that?
That's definitely a dude you never want to hang out with.
No, not just because he's gay, Like, I have some gay friends, and one that's trying to be.
Well, he'll make it.
I wonder. Oh, how I wonder. So, Fez, how you doing on the Advice Show? You didn't even say anything to that guy.
No.
How come?
I guess nerves.
No, you don't have nerves. You have...
The Advice Show.
You have the Advice Show for people who need advice, want advice, and then need some more advice. The Advice Show.
You're helping people.
Yeah. Vice Show from Fez Watley. Hey, Ryan. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Fez. I just left work because I have a terrible head cold. I was wondering if you had any advice for me on that.
Feed it. Feed the cold. If you get a fever, feed that too. Are you just going for jokes and not real advice? I'm no fan of starving anything. But see, here's the thing. You got to be able to give real advice.
I was actually headed to Chipotle.
Well, he does have a cold. What should he do about it?
I would take some of that liquid C.
Cock?
Oh, God.
No, vitamin C.
It has to be cum.
Yeah.
It's liquid.
Oh, yeah. What is that, the protein that knocks it down?
Has to be. It makes you stronger.
Well, whatever doesn't, they always say, whatever doesn't kill you gives you AIDS.
I didn't hear that one.
All right, phones are packed for you, Mr. Watt. Don't even look. Don't even look. You're looking into the future. Stay here in the present. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Why? You're the Advice Show guy. The Advice Show guy shouldn't be nervous. I want you to stop nodding. You're on the radio. Mm-hmm. I want you to fully give these folks advice. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on with Mr. Fez Watley.
Hey, Fez, my pipes are frozen in my basement. What should I do about that?
I would take a blow dryer down there.
Blow dryer?
Yeah. Heat up those pipes.
Okay. Thanks, Fez.
It's short advice, and you're getting it from Mr. Fez Watley. Here's Chris. You're on the Advice Show.
Hey, Fez, I got a quandary this weekend. My fiance wants me to go to a birthday party, and my friends want me to go to a party at the Moon Tower. What should I do?
Oh, that one's easy. Party at the Moon Tower.
Thanks, Fez.
Here's Sean. Sean, you're on the Advice Show with Fez Watley.
How's it going, Fez? I have a question for you.
What do
My
you got?
girlfriend wants to have a threesome with myself and her and another girl. I don't really want to be with her anymore, but I kind of want to wait until after we have this threesome. So what should I do?
Go have the threesome. Then if you still want out, just say, everything changed after that threesome. And then you can go.
So you're promoting dishonesty.
Yeah, in this case, yes.
Why? Why would you promote dishonesty as part of relationship stuff?
I don't think it's completely dishonest because he's being honest in two ways. He does want the threesome and he does want out.
But then you wouldn't say to her, everything changed after the threesome, making her feel bad about herself. You're slut shaming at that point.
You're using her.
Then you could say, let's do the threesome as a way of saying goodbye. As a final hurrah to the relationship. Be honest with her up front.
Okay, that would make a little more sense. Fez Watley, honesty is best. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here is Luke. Luke, you're on with Honest Fez Watley.
Hi, I'm 8 months sober, and I'm getting real close to relapsing. I need some advice.
Do you have a sponsor you can talk to? Or I guess probably better advice would be go to a meeting as soon as you can and let those people know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm at work, and I don't know. I got a really busy schedule, and I don't know. I just can't really find time.
If you're not going to follow the advice, I can't help him.
But you can't. I mean, this guy is on the edge right now. You can't lose him. Give him the advice of what he can do right now. Come on, Fezzy.
I would. If you have time to call the Ron and Fez show, then you have time to call a sponsor or a friend.
He doesn't have a sponsor
or AA.
All right, that works.
Fez,
if I can call you guys, I can call somebody. That's right.
That's nice. You saved his life, Fezzy. You're on top of it today, Big Cat.
Yeah, a lot of good advice going out.
Give us the Big Cat purr.
Row.
That's a strange thing to do. Do your Big Cat dance. Why do you just do the things that I say? Why do you just do that? How you get along with Chris lately?
Very well.
That's good.
I think yesterday he said that with his friend.
I know. That is funny, though, that he wrote, why are the cables hanging down? Here's Lance. Lance, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Fez, I need some advice from you.
What's your question?
So I've known this girl for a while, and she's in college now. She's trying out the whole lesbian thing, and now she thinks she's gay. But I know she used to sleep with guys, and I really want to sleep with her. Should I just wait this out?
Well, if she, wants to come back around to guys, you're going to have to wait it out. I wouldn't interrupt this experiment while it was going on.
So you don't think she's a lesbian then?
If she says she is, I'll take her at her word. But if you're saying it's an experiment, there's no reason to jump in now. She's not going to be interested anyway.
I'll wait it out. Thanks, buddy.
Fez is so knowledgeable about some of these things. This is really, really good. It's the Advice Show. Hey, what do you got, Red?
Hey, guys. I'm in a pickle here. Vacationing with family in the Niagara Falls area. I'm wondering if I should let my friends and family take care of my cat, or should I throw the pussy in the drink? I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
You take the cat on vacation with you, but leave it with the relatives in Niagara Falls.
This person is just known as HRJ. HRJ, so I don't know who it is.
It's me, boys.
Jay.
That was our HR department calling.
Jay.
So I need some advice.
Well, let me hit this.
The Advice Show.
I have this friend slash coworker. I've worked with him for, 20 plus years. And we used to bounce ideas off of each other all the time. And he's kind of gotten a little quieter. He doesn't kind of bounce the ideas back and forth anymore. How can I draw him into my conversations more?
You should have him do advice for the other employees.
Okay, so like an advice show in our
Did he
break
just
room.
hurt your feelings?
Yeah. Badly.
Johnny.
Come on,
That was-
HR.
It's the true story. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's someone here that I work with.
Here's some advice. Update the menu.
Oh, we just did last year.
Who is this, Gus from Cinderella? You know what I'm saying?
I heard.
Why would that hurt
10
your
minutes.
feelings?
It's just mean. It's just nasty.
I didn't mean to be mean or nasty, Fez.
Nobody loves you more than Johnny. You know that, right?
I can tell.
This is a true story, Fez. There is no one in the world, maybe except for Ron Bennington, that loves you more than I do.
I love you crazy, Fez.
Thank you.
So what's the advice for him, really?
Get rid of the guy.
Oh.
No, he can't do that.
Oh,
he's an integral part of everything.
Fez.
And everybody loves him, too. Except for that one guy that looks like Gus.
All right, Gus.
Bye, Gus.
This was a nice bit until then, right?
Yeah.
It was working. See you, Johnny.
See you, boys.
Oh, Johnny. Steven, you're on
The Advice Show.
Have you recovered from Johnny making you cry?
Barely.
Yeah, I need some advice from the big cat.
Do your purr.
About to get real. I just found out my girlfriend is pregnant. She wants an abortion. I don't. What do we do?
You don't have anything to say in the matter. That is all her decision.
But can't I just punch her in the stomach? It'd be a lot cheaper.
You should probably stay away from her if that's your opinion. If that's how you feel about it. Yeah, I defer to the girlfriend in this case.
You have a girlfriend?
No, his girlfriend.
Oh, I thought you meant your own girlfriend. That would have been another shocker.
My head would explode if he's had a chick this entire time and told us about it.
If it was Parks and Rec, he'd come in with his wife and chick and his children. It's the Advice Show with Fez Watley. Fez, you're doing great with these. The only person who threw you off so far is who?
Hard Rock Johnny.
And why did that
tried
make-
to call in as HRJ.
But why did it make you upset?Hy did it make you cry?
Because it's someone who's not wanting to have fun with this. It's just someone who's calling in to purposely try to hurt my feelings. Who's,
But you realize
I'm really nervous and is just going to try to make me upset and cry.
But you know that we don't have a better friend than we do Johnny, right?
Days like this, I wonder.
But this is how you want to, I just want you to be careful, because this is how you lost Mikey D, who was in here yesterday, who wrote to me again last night how fond he is of you. And Lene, by the way, I would never
What
even
an
known
asshole.
her. Well, Lene is not an asshole.
No, her father.
But you can't say that.
Can't wait till she gets away from him and goes to college.
That's scary, almost stalky.
Yeah, the nighttime touching will finally stop.
All right. That's suable, dude. Todd in Michigan.
Hi, is Dear Fez there?
Yes, Dear Fez is here.
Well, I was wondering if I could get some
Turn it
advice
off, Fez.
concerning some of my neighbors. My neighbors, well, they just moved in, and I have young children, and I just learned that they're gay. I was wondering, how do I get about asking them to leave?
Oh, they shouldn't. You should. If you want the gay neighbors out, you're the detriment to the neighborhood.
I'm looking out for for the welfare of my children. I don't want them molested.
Well, then you should give them up.
Well, no, I don't understand.
Gus?
Do you understand the question?
Yes, your gay neighbors shouldn't leave.
He doesn't have any gay neighbors. He's fucking with you.
I know. Everyone's just trying to turn it into something mean.
No, they're not.
I think that guy really was a homophobe and had those names. That's just me.
Well, he's definitely a homophobe.
Is that a good thing?
No.
Sounds like it is. With the whole homo in there. I think Johnny is always just trying to be funny. That's all.
I didn't take it as funny.
I know you didn't.
I just took it as really, really mean from someone who says he's a friend.
You should go burn down the Hard Rock.
Matt in Queens, you're on with the advice queen, Fez Watley.
Fez Marie Watley, you sound like $1 million.
What can we do for you today?
Got a question for you. I adopted a cat, named him Fatty Pneumonia, and I'm trying to get him to talk. What do you suggest?
I would go with simpler words, nothing two syllable like cookie.
Let's not be silly, Fez. Let's do a real, true advice show.
Well, that wasn't a really true question.
But then that doesn't mean that you have to lower yourself to that answer.
Just like Hard Rock Johnny's. It's not
Okay,
real.
let's not work backwards, though. We're working forwards. You know what I mean? You don't want to be driving down the highway looking in the rearview mirror. Then you're going to miss what's up ahead of you. Here is David in California.
Hey, Fez. Fez, I'm trying to get my boyfriend to have anal sex, or just sex. But can you take me step by step to it?
I heard anal sex and I can't hear him.
Step by step, how does the anal sex work?
Well, I would think the first step would be some lube. And then you go from there. Maybe work the tip a little bit.
But
yeah,
see,
just not go gung-ho all the way in.
So that makes it seem like if you need lube, it's not nature's way. Let's say the vagina naturally loops, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm taking your word for it.
We don't have to take my word. It's biology. But since the ass doesn't naturally lube, would that mean that nothing is supposed to go into there?
Well, it doesn't naturally lube for anything to come out, but that's
Yes,
nature.
The shit itself is naturally lubed. If not, you're going to need to probably eat some kale. You know, if you're...
Some roughage.
Yeah, if you're not naturally lubed, your shit isn't lubing itself, you need to do some work on it.
I don't know.
The question is, wouldn't that seem like an unnatural act?
No, not
So
if
you
someone
get-
was naturally drawn to it, of wanting that sensation or wanting to put it in
with
a man.
Can I tell you something? We want to put it in a lot of stuff that we shouldn't. You can't go by what the dick wants. Or you could make the point that rape is natural, because it probably would be and was until we had laws to stop it. Here's John. John, you're on the Run of Fez show. Do you have any advice you need?
Yeah, it's from Fez. I have a friend that cries all the time. Whenever I speak with him, he cries. I don't know how to handle it and what to do. Any advice, Fez? Thanks.
You should probably quit calling him.
John in Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to eat some blueberries, and I was wondering what other kind of fruit should I eat with it, or just kind of let it stand alone, Fez?
That's from my favorite Fez bit. Kind of a Fez sketch. Cartoon sketch that you did, right, Fez?
I didn't do it. I mean, it's audio of me, but I didn't do it.
Who did it?
I can't remember the loser's name.
Was it Coke Logic?
That's it.
Coke Logic.
That's it.
You think Coke Logic's the loser?
For doing that, yeah.
Here's Dave in Columbus.
Hey, Fez.
Yes.
Got a Saturday question for you, or I need advice on. Could you help me out?
Saturday. Oh, yeah, we haven't played that in a while.
Saturday.
What do you got?
Cheech or Chong?
Cheech or Chong? What's going to be a Saturday for you, Fez?
Tommy Chong.
But I love Cheech, though. Tommy, I'm kind of pals with, but it doesn't mean that I love Cheech any less. There's going to be 2 sad days I got lined up.
I'm going to be able to deal with it. Because I love Cheech even on Nash Bridges. He was on that show for a while.
Yeah, I never saw Nash Bridges.
Missed out.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't feel like I missed out. Here's our buddy Bill in Jersey. Go ahead, Bill.
A big ass card holder, 29.75, my buddy.
I'll let Fez hit that. It's a Vice Show day.
Fezzy, spits or swallows?
What?
Spit or swallow?
Oh, it's probably going to depend on the person. Go with swallow.
Why would it depend on the person?
Well, there may be a person that, you're not into as much. Maybe it's just a quick hookup, so you don't want to ingest. If it's someone you're into, and they're into that as well, then go ahead and swallow.
So that would be where you would draw the line of how you felt about them. Not so much putting your mouth over their penis, but whether...
The next step.
Yeah. And, the thing is... Spit or swallow, come on. I mean, you could easily just take it out, put it on your forehead, let it finish there. I mean, the spitting, it's a messy fucking thing to do.
The sky's the limit, really, if you're thinking about it.
So you're saying you could even put it in a mason jar.
Yeah, of course,
Save it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a nice little snack.
Refrigerate
Make it a dipping snack.
Refrigerate it next to the mustard.
Also, you don't have to refrigerate mustard. You don't have to.
Thank God.
Thank God.
They don't sell
Because I was fucking saying to myself, why didn't I take the extra mustard? All right, some people are writing in. Have you noticed Fez is just giving the answers that Ron wants to hear? I didn't notice that.
No, I didn't know Ron's opinion on spitting or swallowing before I gave that answer.
That wasn't the one that they were talking about. It was the Cheech and Chong and stuff like that. And someone else said, what's the last thing of Daryl's house that Fez saw?
I quit watching it. So, yeah, you got me. Good one.
Did you ever watch it?
I watched the first couple of episodes.
Why'd you stop?
I just didn't keep up with it.
But you said on the air that was your favorite show.
At that point, we were talking about what were you watching now on television, and I had just watched a couple episodes.
But was that an attempt to try to please Ron? Because you know that I like the Daryl Hall.
No, it was an attempt to try to come up with an answer.
I know, but is it a Ron-based answer? Like, Chris, do you understand that sometimes it's easier to give a Ron-based answer? Like, if you just suddenly go like this, Roxy Music. I'd have to say Avalon by Roxy Music. Neil Young, after the Gold Rush. You know it's going to be an easier, or as you put it, Fez, a lube that helps, an unnatural lube that helps bring the cock into the ass.
It's a nice Astroglide.
But I will tell you this, out of everybody in this room, I say MK is the person who will give a straight answer without worrying about how it travels in the room. Andrew, New Haven, you're on the Advice Show with Fez Watley.
Take your shirt off, Ronnie, and dance for me.
Who is running that stuff in the other room? Pull and punch out, because he has not been around for a long time. It seems like we don't know how to treat a heckler like that. The Radio Shark. Hey, Dirtfoot.
Hey guys, how's it going? Faz, I got a little bit of a problem. It's my best bud Coleman. It's his birthday, and he wants to get some steak, and I really don't know where to go to get a good one. I was wondering if you could help me out.
Oh, go to Steak and Shake.
So you're not going to give real answers.
I don't know what's in his town.
But see, this is how you would find out. It would be the Advice Show. These aren't people that are against you. These are people looking for advice. And you are coming out of your shell today, Fez. I'm not going to let you go backwards and start scratching your hand and using that as an excuse. I want you to enjoy the time. Talk to him.
What do you have in your town?
I don't know. I see cows. I wouldn't have any idea.
Well, you can get a really fresh steak that way.
He's in Jersey.
Yeah.
You're going for the quip instead of the advice. He's in Jersey. Why don't you talk about some great steaks that you went out for before? Stuff that you've done with us. I really want you to enjoy Advice Show, Fez. I want you to just jump into it. Here's Scott, BC. Scott.
Hey, Fez. I was just wondering, should I go soft or hard?
Are we back to tacos? I always go hard. That's my advice for you. That's all I have.
Because Watley is doing
The Advice Show.
Advice Show with Fez Watley.
The Advice Show.
Chris, if somebody told you when you were in Jersey and they wanted a steak, wouldn't you say go to Arthur's? Go enjoy yourself?
Fucking
I mean, Eddie Trunk goes there. Why not go?
get a strip.
Get a nice strip for yourself.
I love one right now.
Oh. Turtle, Iowa.
Maha, buddies. Hey, Fez, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Every summer, my backdoor neighbors, they have religious services in their backyard in the morning, probably from around 10 o'clock until noon. They do it every other week. And just some advice on maybe how to discourage them, or, should I just let my kids run wild in the backyard and not care about what they're disrupting?
Why would you want to discourage them? What, I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem with? I mean, are they loud?
They're singing like hymns and they're reading out of the Bible. Not that I have a problem with it. It's just that every other week for 4 months out of the year, it gets to kind of get old.
I would ignore it. I would stay in the house, keep the kids in the house. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
So not use your backyard all summer?
It's every other week.
Yeah, it's every other week.
In the morning.
2 hours. But, at the same time, I'd like to be able to go out and, not concerned that I'm, disturbing their service. But then again...
Then go out, don't worry about it. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do in your backyard. They're doing what they're doing in theirs.
I've noticed that you are never on the side of anyone that you're giving advice to. During this entire show, it's almost the person looking for advice is a piece of shit to you. Like, why don't you just stay in your house? Why don't you go eat a piece of garbage? Not eat steak. You guys were going to ask Fez advice. True advice.
All right. I got one.
All right, you
All
go
right,
first.
so
Okay.
This girl, cause she's the same major as me, right? And so I have a few classes with her, and when she talks, she has a click to her, she go like that. And I kind of called her out on it because I know she either purposely does it for attention or whatnot, something like that. And she's just like, I don't do that with my mouth. And so you think I should try to ask her again, could you stop? I'm not interested in you.
What makes you think she's just doing it for attention, that it's not
because
a medical problem?
Because she's talked to some other people, and I know she likes me, and I do not like her.
Why don't you like her?
She does not have a good mouth. No. I mean, she has a large ass, but
you like a large ass?
Not on her, though. It's not working. Not for her.
Who's give us a celebrity that you find absolutely hot so we know where your head's at on this.
I like old Jessica Simpson, but then again, I like old Lindsay Lohan. Too.
Okay, so what are we looking at? 2004?
2004 Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Let's look at 2004.
We saw her in Mean Girls, my
Lindsay
favorite movie. As we
and
went
what
over.
year on the Jessica Simpson?
Dukes of Hazzard. So that was
Okay.
2004, 2000.
All right, so here's Lindsay.
Yeah.
2004.
And just give us. Oh, she's hot. And everyone runs her down now, but she peaked there. And just put Jessica Simpson bikini because there's a lot of great shots.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, that's her in front of the car.
Yeah, the music video.
Now you realize that at no point in your life are you going to get anybody who looks like this.
Yeah.
You know what would be perfect for you? Clicky. I think you are going to take a run at Clicky.
Get some from Clicky.
Yeah. Why don't you just keep doing click jokes around her? Why so clickish?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'd actually click to her.
Yeah.
I go, what are you doing here?
I hate when people do. Oh my God. They think that they can just keep their nervous things and wear it like it's a fucking crown.
They feel like they're taking control of it, I guess, doing that.
Right. I don't know why it should be let me do something annoying to drive. I feel like they want to do something annoying to drive you away.
But at the same, then why would she be doing that if she wants me?
I don't think she wants you. I think she wants to fuck with you, dude. By the way, is that even Jessica there?
This is Lindsay.
It's Lindsay Lohan.
I meant Lindsay. But
Yeah.
it doesn't almost even look like her in the face.
Yeah, but this is definitely her, but
Yeah,
it's a different picture. It's a different looking picture.
So, Fez, you're not giving them any advice about Clicky.
It's like Pokemon.
Well, if she's that annoying, I know it's college, there's not assigned seats, just don't sit next to her.
But she comes like sits right next to me or like in that area with me? Should I not talk to her, or like how do I avoid contact? We're the same major, that's why we have like same classes.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I guess if you talk to her, she's just going to click more. So don't talk to her.
But why can't he get her to stop clicking? Why do people do these weird things? Is it to take some ownership over the room?
I think she may not. If she's saying she doesn't click, she may not know she's doing it.
She knows she's doing it. Are you aware of the things that you do, Fez?
I don't always realize that I'm doing them until they're pointed out.
But when you do stuff like, if you're being asked to do stuff and you just start yanking at your mustache in people's faces, you don't think of that as an aggressive move?
No, I think it's a thing almost like when a cat puts its back up or a blowfish tries to get larger. Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to drive people away. That's amazing pictures of Jessica.
Yeah, that's my... How do I find a girl like Jessica Simpson from 2004, Fez?
She was sexual napalm.
Oh,
that
my
girl. Sexual
God.
napalm. Brian in Detroit.
Hey, a question for Fez.
Go ahead.
I have a son who is 9 years old and deals with anxiety. I don't know how bad it is, right? It's more than a 9-year-old should have to deal with. And I feel like I've heard you say that you think yours stems from childhood. And I guess I'm curious if you could go back and talk to your parents, what you might say to them that might help you deal with your anxiety.
I was always an anxious kid too. It got a lot worse in adulthood, and I don't know. I guess it would be to say, "You're making me nervous."
You would say to a kid, "You're making me nervous."
No, he's saying if I was a kid, what would I say to my parents?
No, you would be the parent. You would be the adult coming to...
Oh, I thought he was saying, what if I was a kid, what I would say now?
No. The kid,
I'm an idiot, sorry.
Just relax. The kid doesn't know what to say, so you're going back speaking for the kid, is what he's bringing up. Chris, you said you were always an anxious kid, right?
Oh, yeah. I was very anxious in my household.
When I was a kid, when I was in kindergarten, I was a kindergarten kid that could have used a bar. You know what I mean? Like, the entire idea of being there made me want to have a drink, and I'm not even kidding about that. I did not like the idea of going to school, being part of that, leaving where I'm comfortable. It made me somewhere in between anxious and furious.
Going to school freaked me the fuck out. It was a scene in the morning, or at the end of summer. It was over, dude. It was just I don't know why. My parents should have just dumped me somewhere. I was freaking out so much.
I felt the same way. I'm like, why are you fucking sending me this thing? It's infuriating.
What's the point?
What happened to I have a home that I could be at? So I think everyone can understand. And did you have anxiety when you were a kid?
No.
You were just cool with everything.
Yeah.
You know why?
I'm with the flow a lot.
Italian love. You had the Italian love. What about you, MK?
I was talkative, but I would say I was anxious about like tests, quizzes, that sort of thing. So
Why
that would
they
me.
give kids tests and quizzes?
I just
like
I just failed all of them.
testing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
so
terrible.
it was
Why
kind of
put
hell.
pressure? I just saw a thing on TV the other day where the father is saying, my kid's in first grade, and he has his kid crying when he comes home because he's nervous about keeping up. And he goes, why? Why do we give a shit?
It's first grade.
My problem was the changing schools. Every time I changed to school, it was another meltdown.
Another chance to start big?
5 schools in 5 years.
You just keep getting like lower and lower in IQ. Like, finally, we're going to send you here, kid. I don't know. All you got to do is paste things together and smoke. You're a senior. All right, so if Fez would go back in time for this, he would tell the kid to speak up more. Was that your thing, Fez?
Yeah, that's when I thought that was the question.
Okay.
Fezzy?
Yeah.
Hi. If you had the choice between these two British comedies, I want to know which one you would choose.
Oh, good question.
If you had to choose between Monty Python or the young ones? Which would be your preferred choice?
Wow, I don't know because I really haven't watched either one.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Even the Holy Grail?
You should get a job on a comedy channel without knowing who the Pythons and the young ones are. What about you, Chris?
My Python.
How about you guys?
Python.
Yeah, Python.
Yeah, it's not even close for me. The young ones, I get the whole, oh, we're all yelling, but seriously, Pythons, to me, it was the first time I went like this. Something can be silly and smart. That's fucking perfect.
And all those guys wanted great stuff.
Because this is supposed to be your advice show, and you're not even involved.
Yeah.
Scratch your hand, it itches. Scratch it, it itches. Got it?
Yep.
What do we have to something that's sweet right now?
Put some M&Ms in the vending machine. I don't have anything. I don't have anything sweet on me
If I found out my fucking bus wasn't leaving, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, run down to the M&M machine. But I mean, we're fucking human beings here, right, Chris?
Yeah, we are. We're living, breathing people.
There you have it.
We're fucking human. We're not some weird animal.
Here's Gus the Mouse. Gus.
Hi, this is Gus the Mouse. I need some advice.
Yes, go ahead, Gus.
Why am I being compared to some caller on a radio show?
Well, you're doing the wrong voice. You're doing the Mickey Mouse voice.
I've got a cold. I'll hang up and then have some cheese.
Put some pants on.
That was one of your most bizarre fucking comeback lines yesterday. And a lot of people brought it up to me.
It was very weird to me, and I was in the middle of it.
Someone said that's where you finally stepped outside of it all. Mike in St. Augustine.
Yes. I was wondering why it's called the Ron and Fez show. Fez never asks questions. He always declines to ask. I feel like Chris talks as much as Fez talks.
Do you know, and like not a lot of people know this, for a while this was called the Fez Whatley Show featuring Ron Bennington.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And then after a while, I'm like, I think my name should be up there as well. Unless than a feature role. But it took me 7 years to get to that spot.
Gee, wow. So you're finally like, let's drop the featured?
It wasn't up to me.
Oh, well, who was it up to?
Well, it was up to the corporation.
Well, you certainly do a lot more of the questioning.
Well, you're not
more of the interviewing.
Fez, do you say that the reason that you don't ask us things is it because you're not interested?
It's not that I'm not interested. I don't know how to ask an intelligent question to someone about what they do. I would be like, how do you play the guitar? It would just be nonsense.
All right, but do you ever do any of the research when we have somebody coming up? Do you ever read about them or listen to their music or watch their movie before they come in?
No. Sometimes after, but not before.
But why?
I don't know. I feel like I don't... Just a bunch of stuff I don't get around to.
To me, that would always be interesting if you had somebody come in who did a movie to see the movie and then hear them talking about it. Even if I wasn't the one, as you say, asking the questions.
I like watching the movies if I have a chance, if I'm able to. If I can maybe, get some screener time for myself.
Did you watch the Hall Notes?
I didn't watch the Hall Notes, no.